So we are learning new information about foreign business dealings involving the president's brother, James, and son, Hunter. More than 150 transactions involving either James or Hunter, Biden's global business affairs, have been flagged for further review by U.S. banks. Now, Catherine Herridge has been following this story for us, and she is here to discuss. There are a lot of questions with this, Catherine. Just in general, though, what more can you tell us about these flagged transactions? What stood out?
Well, based on our reporting here at CBS News, there were over 150, and some of them were flagged because there were large wire transfers involved. More generally, bank transactions get flagged for a number of reasons. One is called layering, and that means the money is moving through a number of third parties before it reaches its destination. And the question is whether this is an effort to shield or obscure the source of the money and who's ultimately receiving it. There's also another issue which looks at velocity, and velocity simply means how quickly the money is coming in and out of an account. So, for example, an account is opened and then the next day $1 million goes in and then $1 million go out. That's the kind of thing that would get flagged. Thirdly, the size of the transaction, and also whether it's a lot of round numbers. So it's 150,000, 300,000 versus 279, 832. Which might be for something very specific, you see? So sort of big, round numbers gets attention. And then in these transfers, there's something called a memo line, and a memo line is the explanation for the money. And, you know, just as a basic question, does it make sense? And does it make sense in terms of the frequency of the transfer? So those are all of the things that can be pulled together when a bank makes a decision to flag a transaction for further review. Just because it's flagged doesn't mean that it's a problem, but it means it requires sort of that additional step of due diligence.
So you and I would not be talking about this if these two men were not related to the current president. Is this something that the president should be concerned about? Should he be distancing himself? Is he?
Well, there are two buckets of questions here. The first is really a legal question. The legal exposure. What is it, and does it actually extend to or touch other members of the family? And that's something that only the U.S. attorney in Delaware, who's running this federal investigation that's looking at potential tax violations, money laundering, and foreign lobbying rules, can answer. The second is much more of an optics or a political question. The president of Public Citizen, which is a government watchdog group, told CBS News the best case scenario, specifically with the China deals, is that it just looks bad. The worst case scenario is that you may have a very serious conflict in these cases.
Catherine, thank you very much.
You're welcome.